Hello, this is a basic overview of the common workflow within Smartsheets for the Student Health Wellness Unit request form for the admins in charge of each department. So the basic workflow is when a presentation request is submitted or an outreach request or any other request, the admin will get an email letting them know that something was just submitted. So the subject line will say that. You'll be able to see the details throughout the email. And what you will do is you will click on this link here that will take you directly to the admin page. You do not click login and you do not click the event request form. Please directly click the link that is here, and that will take you to the admin page. You'll notice just kind of the basic outlook of it and format of it looks like an Excel sheet. There's a bar in the middle that you can move over to the right and to the left. On the left side is where the information that you will be adding in, and then on the right side has all of the details for the request that just came in, including the person's name and what they requested and who it's for, and any other notes or information in the additional comment section that you can see. So what you'll do first is you'll just look through it just to make sure that it looks good. You're looking for things like, if somebody submitted a presentation request for 11 o'clock at night on a Saturday, we don't accommodate those types of requests. So you just want to look at it generally just to see, is it something that we can do? And if the answer is yes, what you will do is you will move this column over so that you can see more of this, and you'll do the following steps. You will change the status from pending to ready to staff. You will scroll over, and in the staff listserv column, you're going to enter the listserv of the staff facilitator group that this request is going to go to. What's nice is that the column just to the left of it tells you what specific email address to put in, so all you need to do is copy what's here and put it into here. This admin request or contact here is you. So what you will do is you will put the email that addresses here and just copy it over here. So these two poll columns basically just tell you what to plop over into these two columns. As you scroll over to the right, then you will be setting the shift time and the number of staff that requires. So if it's a presentation request as an example, usually we have about 2 staff that do that. So you would put 2 in there, and then you would do the start time and the end time. And you can know when it is based on what it is over here. So you'll notice that the start time is 9 to 10. So you would put 9 o'clock as the start time and 10 o'clock as the end time. You will notice that it says second shift start time. Please note that this represents the first shift end time. In Smartsheets, it just has all start times. But the reason that this is here is because it just represents the end of the first shift. So you will need to always enter this. So you'll enter those. You will enter in the emails here, whatever it says. And then once those are filled in, and this is moved to ready to staff, this is probably the most important piece because this status function is what helps trigger all the automated emails. So if this is still stuck in pending, it will not send out the emails. So please make sure that the status is moved. You will go up and click save. And then over here, if you want, you can refresh the report, but it's not necessary. The most important thing to do is that you click save. So when you click save, automated emails are going to go out to the facilitators, and it looks like this, letting them know that something needs staffed. So it'll prompt them, hey, if you can sign up, please click on the link below. So they will click here. They will be able to see the information in the email. When they click on that specific link, it will take them directly to a sign up page. And in that sign up page, they will notice that there will likely be a yellow cell. That yellow cell will allow the person to sign up. So what they will do first is they will scroll over just to make sure that they can still do it, that they know what all the information is. Sometimes if a requester submits information, it can change and it will automatically update here. So this will be the most current information, even more so than what may be in the email. So they just want to make sure they go through, yep, I can still do that. And all they need to do is click on the drop down menu, click on their name so that it gets added into here, and then they click save, and that's it. So when they do that, they will have signed up, so it's a pretty easy process for them. Once they sign up, they will get an automated message just letting them know that they successfully signed up. They'll also get a message notification if a co-facilitator signs up. So in those highlighted cells, multiple people can insert their emails. So even if there's an email address in there, another person can sign up for it. In this message here, you'll notice that it has instructions. It has a YouTube clip on how they can request a sub. So it has information like, let's say somebody's no longer able to do it. It's up to them to make sure that they reach out, find a person that can do it. Once they do that, they go back into Smartsheets, they take out their email, and they put in the new email of the sub. And then there's emails that go out that just lets the sub know that they're successfully signed up. So it just has information in there. So that's what happens when they sign up. Once somebody signs up, the admin, so you all will get an email prompting you if you can approve the presentation or outreach request or not. So there are times when even if we want maybe 2 or 3 people to be there, but as long as we have at least one person, then we can do it. For those types of situations, you'll get this email and you'll have to make the determination if either yes, we can do it, or no, we can't with the current staffing that we have. So if the answer is no, you can just ignore this email and wait for staff members to sign up. So for example, sometimes there are presentations where at minimum we have to have 2 staff. So if we have 1, we don't want to approve it yet because we need to make sure we have 2. But there are other times, other presentations where we would like to have 2, but at minimum all we really need is just 1. So if that's the case where we have at least 1 person, we can log into Smartsheets and move the status to approved, because when we do that, an automated email goes out to the requester to let them know that their presentation is approved and they can expect that it will happen. Those emails don't go out until we have staff ready to go for sure. So sometimes with the delay period of getting staff signed up, a requester may be waiting for a little bit. So this is really just to help speed up that process of the approval. If we know it's going to happen, they can do it. Otherwise, if we still need more staff to sign up, you can just ignore this email. But eventually, once all staff is signed up, you will get an email that will ask you to change status to approved since it is fully staffed. So you'll click on the link, and when you do that, you'll be taken back to Smartsheets where you can move the status from ready to staff to approved, and then you click save. And then once you do that, the approval email will get sent to the requester, and once that happens, they'll save this. If they ever need to make a change to it or cancel it for whatever reason, they can do that here. But they'll get this email, and that's all. That's pretty much the basic workflow of what you would need to do. The other piece is that once the presentation is done, they will get an email prompting them the facilitator will, to update the attendance. So it's the responsibility of the facilitator to track that. They will open up the form in here, add in the attendance in the appropriate cell, and then that's done. So really the main things that you all will need to do is when you get in is you're just moving the statuses from pending to ready to staff. You're adding in the information here, which is going to be used to help get sent out to the facilitators. Then once that happens, you'll wait for people to sign up, and then once they sign up, you'll get notifications to move it to approved. So then you move it to approved, and then that's pretty much it. So that's the basic workflow. There will be some other email or other training videos that just walk through and tell you a little bit more about some of the nuances or different scenarios and things that happen. So please make sure you check that out as well. But this is just kind of the main basic workflow for presentations, and also is applicable for outreach and other types of requests that come in.